Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and Addictions number 137. Had to look. Yep, grab a cup, join me. Today we have 2 finishes, a couple of smile mails. Well, let me see. Is it 1 or 2? Well, it's 1 smile mail and a little Joann's haul. Yep. Ran over to Joann's because you remember the last time I tried to go there? Yeah, the power went out and I wasn't allowed to go in the store. I never went back until now. I think that was Black Friday. Yeah, it was Black Friday. That's right. So what I have today is I have my challenge from Beverly at Beverly's Crafts, and her challenge to me was a crochet woven heart pattern. She sent me pink yarn and red yarn to do that with, and we did it together on live. Now we didn't finish it, but all you had to do was follow this pattern from Repeat Crafter Me and finish it up. So I had done one of the sides with everyone on the live, and then I did the second one by myself. And I don't know that this is the greatest heart in the world, but it is complete. It is cute, and you can put candy in here, and which I'm going to do, and surprise somebody with a little heart of candy. And I did sew these 2 sides up, and I put a couple stitches here so it wouldn't unfold, unravel. But I didn't put a hanger on mine. I might still, but Bev, I finished it, so happy Valentine's Day. And I also asked if you were going to do the live with me, if you would take a picture of your heart and spread hearts all over the Yarny community and tag some people. And some of you are already doing that. So thank you so much for following along. Now this Sunday we should be able to do a hat together for February. So I'm looking to do my hat in the Chunky Hatfield Spirit yarn. So I'll be looking for a chunky pattern to use this yarn on, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So if you want to follow along, you're going to need a skein of chunky weight, or 5 weight, I guess, 169 yards to follow along. And I'm not sure yet what pattern I'm going to use, so I don't want to tell you what hook yet, but probably the suggested. And this one says a K. I might not use a K, I might use a J. So we'll see, but look around your stash for a J anyway, and that should be what I'm going to use. But we'll talk about it more on Sunday, and I'll introduce it at the beginning of the live, and then we will go through looking through our stash and finding that hook, and then getting ready to do it together. So what else I have today to show you that is finished is my second hooded sweater. Now I got to tell you how much yarn it took and stuff before I show it to you, and because I have an opinion on this. Okay, so I used Sweet Delights Prince Baby Bee. Beautiful 3-weight yarn. I love this yarn. I will continue to use this. However, I'm going to be mindful of how I do it. So this one is the Prince, and it is called Baby Pastel. And it says lot number 202138. Now, why I'm bringing that to your attention is because I used this whole skein to do this, the main color of the sweater. And I needed a little bit more, enough to do at one sleeve. And this die lot is 911465 or 466. Okay, so it's a different die lot. To me, they looked the same in color, which was fine. But, oh, and then I used a solid, and I used about a little more than half of this skein. So one whole one, which was 377 yards, and then just a little bit, maybe 2 ounces or something. I'm not sure. Okay, but the point is that I didn't notice before I used it if they were different at all. Okay, so here is the sweater all done, and it is a hooded. It is a hooded, and I did it with the stripe, the contrasting color on the stripe. Okay, so as you can see, everything looked pretty good, other than when you're going around the border. I suggest you wait to do your front panel border until you're ready to do your hood border, and then do a all-in-one, so you can skip this white mark here, because there's no need to do that border until it's time to do the hood. And then you will have one continuous purple all the way down. Okay, that's all. Other than that, I agree that this pattern is awesome. I like it. Love it. All right, so next time I do this in one of these, I'm either going to make sure the die lot is a match, or I am going to stop with the first skein before I start a sleeve, because this sleeve was done in the same yarn as the body. Looks the same, right? The second sleeve was done in the second skein. As you can see, it is different. It is slightly different. It looks the same to the untrained eye. However, to me, it looks different. It looks different in plumpness and in a little bit of color as well. And I don't know. You cannot really tell that good, but I can tell. So the next time I do it, I will do the whole body in one skein, and when I get to the end, I'm going to just not use that last bit, and I'm going to use the new skein for both sleeves so that they match. Other than that, I'm very happy with this pattern. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's plenty enough of dark purple to make another one. And I have a couple skeins of this, so I can make another one in this, and I think that die lot is the same. So I'm going to start another one. I'm not sure when, but yeah, this one is ready to go in the Etsy shop. All right, so what do I have from Joann's? All right, I'm going to go get my bag. I got to get up for a second. Reach over here and get it. I have a little yarn haul from Joann's. Now, I took Doug in with me, and he picked out some yarn. Well, he says he doesn't want to go in the store. Do I have to? Do I have to? Then we get in there, and he's like, look at this color. You should buy this. So the first thing on top is what Doug picked out. And so I had to have it because he wanted it. And so I have a color already and stuff for March. So this is going to be the March Hats, Hats, and More Hats color. And that is Heartland in the Kings Canyon colorway, which is a very beautiful green marl. Love it, love it, love it. So that will be our March colorway. I will put it away, and when I get to the March, I'm going to make a hat out of this for Doug, and we'll do it together in March on the live. So I got two of them. This is Heartland. This is a Lion Brand yarn. A lot of people know that this yarn is one of my favorites. The colors just speak to me because they are usually like this, the deep tones, the dark tones. I don't know why I like the autumn, the woodsy kind of tones. This is a medium 4. It's 100% acrylic, but it's very soft, very nice. It is a 5-ounce skein. It's 251 yards. It'll be a nice big skein to give away in March, and it'll be green. So I'm so sorry, Laura, but you don't usually enter into that anyway. So that'll be for March. The other things that I got today, or this time at Joann's, was they had a middle rack of kind of like introductory or maybe a sale or something, and I didn't get a lot of choices. It was definitely picked through. I'm lucky there was one skein left of anything by the time I got there. So I just got a couple, and I just thought this was something I wanted to try. Now, I probably did try it, or I do have some of it, but these were the only two left, so I had to, you know, save them, right? So this is a Big Twist Flack. It is a flack, and it's a really different color, too. It is, it says coloring book. My coloring books are a lot lighter in color than this, but okay. And it has these flecks on it of red, but they're real pale red. And it's got halo, just a little bit, right? It's a medium 4, and it has 85% acrylic, 10% polyamide, and 5% linen. Really? I know I didn't try this yarn before. It's soft, but if you really do this, you can feel just something like drag on your fingers a little bit, and that must be the linen. But it's not rough. It's just right. It's kind of neato. I like the halo, yeah. And so this comes in a 3.5 ounce skein. It has 208 yards in it. And I was thinking of hats with this one as well. So we'll definitely put this in our hats soon. I've got to get the year all done up, you know. So that one will be coming up sometime. You have one for me and one for you. And then the last thing I got was some baby yarn. Now, this isn't considered a baby yarn, but I think it'll work perfect for sweater, for 2 sweaters. So I got 3 colors of it, and this was all that was left in the store too. So I got some big twist anti-pilling acrylic. And this is also really, really, really soft. I can't believe how soft this is. This is a 330 yard, 3.5 ounce skein. Beautiful. Plenty of yardage in this. Maybe not one skein sweater, but it'll if I do it a different way, the opposite way, maybe I'll have enough. We'll see. We will see. We might knit with it. That might be what happens with this. It's a 4 medium, and it's telling me what? That the color is coconut. Yeah. It's distributed in Ohio. Huh. Made in Turkey. Beautiful yarn. And it just says 100% anti-pilling acrylic. So there's nothing in it but acrylic. But you can feel how soft this is. Alright, so I got 2 in the coconut. I got 2 in this beautiful sky blue color. Yep, so I thought they would go great together, right? But then I decided I had to have this one, of course. And this one is the color Periwinkle. So what I thought was, if we took all 3 colors together and did a sweater, then I would have enough to do 2 sweaters. But I'll have to finagle how I do it. Or, I don't know. Either way, I got all 5 because that's all they had, and they were like $2.99 a skein, and I thought that was a really good price, and so I got all 5. But again, I can mix and match, right? So I will I'll be putting this video together with a couple other videos and making it all in one. So now I'd like to stop this one and start the next one. So I'll talk to you soon. Hello, I am back with a little January to February update. So you're gonna see the hats and more hats. This was the January, a little bit of a close-up here. So January, Baby Bee, lots of dots, 110 yards. And you can see the pastel stripes in it real well. This is a bulky 5. And my review of this is that this is an easy yarn to work with. It worked up really easy in a nice knitted piece. And the colors blend well together. I liked that. I liked that it wasn't real heavy. Even though it's a bulky 5, in knitting it works up so it's just, you know, like just warm enough, just kind of heavy enough. So you're not going to be wearing this on days where it's 40 out. But I did a toddler size, and there was a little bit left over. I probably only used about half. Not quite sure. I didn't weigh it. I know I have some left over. I just have to figure out where I stuck it. But anyway, I went ahead and put a pom-pom on mine. So that was my January hat. This was found in the clearance last year. And my skein I used. But I'm going to give this one away to the winner. And I will draw that winner on this video. It'll be a separate piece. I'll splice them all together. So this is 110 yards of a bulky 5 acrylic and polyamide mix 60/40. And I think I would definitely use this yarn again. I'm going to rate it as far as what it's meant to do and be. I'm going to rate it pretty high, like an 8. Yeah, and this is wonderful. It didn't split. It was very pleasing to use, and everything. Even though it's a variegated, the colors come up really nice. If I crocheted with it, I'm going to guess that it's going to be very similar to this. So that's my idea of an opinion on this. the next yarn that we are using for February, and that winner will also get a handmade stitch marker. The next yarn we're going to use for February is a Hayfield Spirit Chunky. Now this one says it's 100 grams, 169 yards, and has 80 acrylic and 20% wool. So do I feel the wool? Yes, but it is not rough at all. It's fairly soft. I think this is going to be appealing. This yarn is considered, let's see, does it tell me anything about the weight exactly? No, it's given me in inches and a suggested needle gauge of USA 10.5, 6.5 millimeter, and a USA K crochet hook. But it doesn't actually tell me that this is a chunky. Would mean, to me, it would mean either a heavy 4 or a 5. And as you can see, that's not real thick. So I'm going to guess it's going to be a 5 in my book. I haven't picked out a pattern yet for it, but I would like to do a pattern together on the live. The person that wins for February will be getting this Dragonfly stitch marker in the teal color. It's kind of cool. I like these. So that's my February yarn of the month. And I have one, and I will be giving this one away. So make sure you get your entries into that. So for now, we're going to go ahead and draw the January, and I'm going to turn the video off and splice in the winning drawing and then come back on. Hello, I'm here today to pick hats and more hats for January 2023. So I have 31 names in the wheel here, and hopefully this will go just fine, and I will upload it in my next addictions video, which should be probably tonight. I don't have any yarn here to show you what was January and what was February, but I can do that later on the other video. But the winner for January is Anita Stein. Congratulations. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now. So today we have a Yarnable unboxing. This is the February Yarnable, and this is by Hypnotic Yarns, and it is February 2nd. So if you don't want to see what is in here because you didn't get yours yet, then I suggest you turn the video off and come back later. But if you want to see, by all means, stay. I appreciate all of you watching. So, all right, we have, looks like a project bag in this one, but we'll see. Looks like it's got purple hearts on it too. Yeah, there's hearts in here. A little bit of crinkling when we do smile mail, because all smile mail makes you smile. On this channel, anyway. So we're going to take that crinkly stuff off. All the crinkling is done. This is our yarn, which I'm going to set aside. What do we got? Little hearts. That's a sticker. Yarn is my love language. It's adorable. We always get a little card. And inside Yarnable, a card for February 2023. It is themed around love language. How do you smell love, Piglet? You don't spell it, you feel it, says Pooh. We love selfies, so snap a picture with our box. Yarn is my love language tote bag. Okay, so that's designed by Yarnable. It's lightweight and perfect for traveling. So right off the bat, she tells us about this. This is a tote bag. And it is Yarn is my language, just like the theme for the month. Isn't that nice? That's nice. Yeah. I'm going to put that back the way it was, as close as I can. And then the next item, she says, is an always and forever knit hat pattern designed by Yarnable. Fast and easy to knit using fingering or DK weight yarn. Your new hat to hat pattern. Your new go-to hat pattern. I'm sorry. And that is this. Always and forever. Designed by Hypnotic Yarns. Really cool. What you'll need is on this page. All right. Oh, what if, and this is a heavy piece of paper too. It's pretty heavy to keep, you know, forever and ever. So yeah, thank you. She's never done that before. All right, so that is in there. The third thing it says is Project Details Tracker, designed by Yarnable. Got lots of whips going at once. Keep track of each project with this handy notepad. So here is your notepad. I think we got one of these before. It had different things on it. I like these. These are great. You write in the things you want, take the page off, stick it in your project bag, and you have everything that you want to know when you open it 6 months later and haven't got a clue what the heck where you are in your project. If anybody else can relate to that, let me know in the comments. I try to take a stitch marker and put on the stitch marker with the letters so I will remember what hook I use, because I don't have enough and I can't leave my hooks in my projects bags. All right, so what the yarn is this month is probably going to be some purple. Anybody want to guess it's some purple? Everything else was purple. So I'm guessing it is. So here we go. You ready? I get the DK 1 skein. So this is going to be a DK 1 skein. And look at that. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I think it needs to be made into that hat. The color and the theme is Love Language. It's a plush DK 7525 superwash merino and nylon blend, 245 yards, 100 grams skein. You can make DK socks with this. You can mix and match with other months. This is wonderful. Oh, it's so soft. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That hat might just be the ticket. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I want to let this beautiful yarn marinate in my stash for a little while. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Let me see. I might not be adding to this, so take a moment out of each day and be creative. Bye for now.